Here's Matthew Scianitti joining us from Canada's final training session going into Thursday's semifinal against Mexico. Just heard from Alphonso Davies. How has his form looked heading into the match Thursday?
Well, Jay, if I had just gotten a huge contract extension with Bayern Munich, I might be a little more relaxed too. And then add to the fact that he has just been engaged, and you can see that in Alphonso Davies' world, he's a little more relaxed. And I had a chance to speak to him before he went and talked to Christian Jack in that interview. And he had a big smile on his face, and he was talking about everything in his life being exactly where he wants it. And this is also part of something that Jesse Marsch said too. He met Alphonso Davies in Munich just a few weeks before this international window, and he talked about just the calm and ease and confidence that Alphonso Davies has, and you can certainly see it in the Champions League where he's had 2 goals in the knockout stages. But as we move forward here as the captain of the Canadian men's team, let's see what that calm and confidence does on the pitch, because Jesse Marsch is going to ask a lot of Alphonso Davies. He always does. He's very demanding of his captain, and he's going to have to show up in a big moment on Thursday.
And we won't know Jesse Marsch's starting 11 until Thursday. What positions are still up for grabs?
Yeah, I think we can focus first on the goalkeepers, Jay, because it really is between Dane St. Clair and Maxime Crépeau. And even though Jesse Marsch said to me months ago that the early lean is towards Dane St. Clair, he's always used the phrase, quote, open competition to kind of describe where his goalkeepers are at. So if he goes with Dane St. Clair, he's going to trust Dane St. Clair. If he goes with Maxime Crépeau, he certainly knows what Maxime Crépeau can do after Copa America. But let's pay particular attention to the midfield, because Stefan Eustáquio is so key to what this team wants to do. He's the vice captain. He sits right there in central midfield. But Jesse Marsch has a lot of options around him when you think about Ismail Kone and Tejan Buchanan and Jonathan Osorio, Matthew Scianitti and Ali Ahmed. But let's pay particular attention to both Ali Ahmed and Jonathan Osorio. Ali Ahmed back in September had a great display, especially against the Americans, and he is such a driving force in terms of winning back possession, in terms of being physical. And Jesse Marsch talked about how much bigger, I should say, that Ali Ahmed is. He's been hitting the gym, and he looks just more physically imposing. And as for Jonathan Osorio, maybe Jesse Marsch tipped his hand a little bit some weeks ago when he spoke to the media and said the thing about Jonathan Osorio, one of the veterans on this team, the Toronto FC captain, is that he can be so versatile. He can do so many things, not only in midfield, but potentially in attack. And he's had some great moments against Mexico in the past. So really, Jesse Marsch can't go wrong with a lot of guys, but it might change depending on who he puts in, how Canada plays on Thursday.
You know, since the year 2000, Canada and Mexico have met 13 times. Canada has won just twice. They'll try to make it 3 times on Thursday night. Matthew, thank you.